All right. So I was going to make a presentation, and then I thought, no, that's just another layer to maybe confuse the whole issue. So, let me just mute everybody. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to make a recording because I see there's a few people who said they were going to be here that are not here yet. Maybe they're just challenged with connectivity. Okay, so welcome. Welcome if you're a new grant holder. If you are an existing grant holder, which means you've been with us for more than a year, that's fine. And maybe it's your turn then to reach out and help the new grant holders in our midst. All right. So in theory, we have, now I need to think of the number. I think we've got 14 new schools on board for Challenge. All right. So 14 new sites that are going to do their first Lego League Challenge for the first time. So let me just also maybe explain that for today, we're going to unpack the challenge. And then for next week, Linda will explain the Explore. How does the Explore work? And then the following Friday, Erin will explain how does the Discover program work. Now, whether you've got that equipment or not, you are still welcome to attend those sessions, all right? And it maybe gives you a better idea of everything that is possible. I just want to, okay, I just want to, let me just unmute this. There we go. I'm just going to quickly do this here. All right. Okay, so let's start again. So really welcome to all of you, and I'm impressed. We've got 39 attendees already, so it's really cool. Okay. All right. So we've got 3 programs. We've got the challenge, which is from grade 4 upwards, and for that we use the Spike Prime kit or the old EV3 kit, which is either way. Then for the Explore, which we're going to discuss next week, then we do the Spike Essential Robotics kit, or we use the old WeDo kit. Either way, it's fine. And then on the 19th of April, we're going to discuss the Discover program, and for that we use the 6 bricks and for that competition. All right. So whatever age group you're doing, I think it's really important to understand that the theme changes. So every year I get our learners involved in the thinking of a new theme. All right. So in 2023, in August, we launched worldwide, all 150,000 teams worldwide got the challenge Masterpiece. All right. If you've been here 2 years, you would have got the previous. In 2022, on the 1st of August, we launched Superpowered. And Superpowered was all about different energy sources, hydro electricity, innovation, renewable and non-renewable fuel sources. That was the theme. All right. Now this from January to June is what we call the off season. It's on the season that launched in August of last year. And last year in August, we first released the theme Masterpiece. Okay. And Masterpiece is all about linking the arts and the sciences and technology. So those are the 3 things we were looking for. All right. But it's much more than just a robot. All right. So on the theme of Masterpiece, we are now going to discuss the challenge. What is expected of you? So all of you, if you're going to participate in the challenge for Masterpiece, there are a couple of things you need to do by the end of the term. The one is you need to build a robot that can do some of the missions. Okay, I'll tell you that now. Number 2, you need to program the robot to do a couple of missions. Number 3, you need to do a project linked to this theme. How do you do that? I'm going to tell you now. And number 4, you need to have a team that works together. All right. And the team needs to have an identity, and they need to have a name, but they need to have a name that they're proud of. Okay. And ideally, you have a team that you can use that they will compete multiple times. And so they will, as they go along, they will then become a team that is stronger and stronger. And that's what we would like. Okay. So for term number 2, we are going to do for the new grant holders, we are doing masterpiece. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, but I'm not going to show you any presentation. I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to do the entire screen. Here we go. All right, and I'm going to ask Elmarie and Colleen to man this thing. All right, so if you go, can I just ask, Elmarie, can you see my screen?
I'm able to see, Doc.
You are. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. All right, so this website is called firstinspires.org, and this is what you get here. Now, the theme for this, what they're going to explain, is masterpiece, and that's the competition we're going to do. All right, here's a coach, and here's his team members. Oh, no, this is a referee. This is a referee, and they're the team members. All right, now you want to know, okay, what do you need to do? Here on the side is the season materials. Okay, now it might be a little bit overwhelming, but the first thing you have is that long box. Okay, in the long box is what we call the mat, which is here behind me. I'll show you that now. And then you get a whole lot of numbered bags. Please do not open the bags and just throw out all the pieces. They're not numbered for a reason. You put the bags in order. All the bags number 1, bags number 2, bags number 3, bags number 4, and you're going to build challenge pieces. So if you go look at building instructions, and hopefully this will work. All right. So for building instructions, where are they? There we go. There's all your information. You can watch the videos. There's the mission you can do. There's a scorer. And now I'm trying to look for building instructions. There, mission, model, building instructions. And you can view it. And there are the building instructions for every piece of the thing. All right. So all your bags, number 1, there's the PDF of it. You can do it in English or French. And you open it up and you'll get the building instructions. Now, most important is you've actually got to follow the building instructions. So if you perhaps have got this little thingy-majiggy here, all right, this is the sound mixer. It needs to be put together for a reason, otherwise it's not going to work. All right, so if it goes up, it must actually work. Okay, please follow the building instructions 120%. Okay, when you are done making all these pieces, all the bags, all 14 bags, there's a thing called geolock. It's a single sheet like this. All right, okay, so what you have to do is you go and look on your mat and you see where there are crosses. All right, and then you take 2 pieces. So you take one piece, and you put it on top of another piece so that you have, it's Velcro. Okay, so the 2 pieces on top of each other like that. Okay, they're sticky on both sides. All right, and then you put that down where there's a cross. You put all the pieces on, and then you push down your element where it has to be. That allows you to take it off again off the mat, because after every session, you actually need to pack away your missions. All right, do not leave the mat kind of open for the whole season, because it's going to become dusty, and that's going to impact on your robot's performance. All right, so you set up your whole mat. You set up your mat with all your pieces. That's the first thing. All right, I'm just hoping that somebody's going to be there. All right, there's the building instructions. Now, there's a whole lot of multimedia resources, but for you as a teacher, the most important thing is the team meeting guide. All right, the robot game rulebook is also really important, very, very, very important for that. I'll come to that now, but the team meeting guide for you as a teacher is very important. And I'm going to ask somebody, can you see the team meeting guide on my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. So you as a teacher or as the coach, you go through your team meeting guide. Now, you must remember the challenge is sport and art. Okay. All right. So it's on show. There's a whole lot of reading you can do. There's the overview. There's the teamwork. We are stronger. We've got to work together. We've got to respect each other, and we have impact because we learn. Okay. That's the first 3. And then the other one is we have to have fun. Robotics is never boring. We have to discover new skills, and we have to be innovative. All right. So there's your Spike Prime kit. And P.S. I hate this mix of pieces. That's why when we ship it to you, everything is in little containers. Okay, nice little containers. All right. Now they've made it easy for you. You want a device, you want the software, there's the QR code, download it on your laptop. All right. There's your challenge set. There's the QR code. There's the building instructions. And there's the challenge mat. You put it up with a kind of in the middle of your black table, and you put all the pieces in their places. All right. Now, lucky you, look here. You have exactly what you need to do. All right. You do session number 1. You introduce the challenge. You do the activities. You discuss a museum creator, and you share. You have to go through all the sessions to understand what the theme's about. Maybe you don't do it a museum creator or a visual effects director or a stage manager or a sound engineer, but that will trigger your learners into thinking, where do we fit in? Do we have another idea, or can we go with one of those ideas? In the end, your teams have to come up with a research problem linked to the theme, and the theme would be, how do you tell the world about your hobby? And I heard along with from all the judging, most of the teams had a problem with telling us what your hobby is. It seems like learners don't have hobbies anymore. So dear teacher, dear coach, you do that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, and that's the end of your session. Your learners need to share, to tell what they've learned. Tomorrow you do session 2, then you do that one and that one. Okay, so where are the details of all this? You see there are 12 sessions. Now, you need to go and take your calendar, and you need to decide, when am I doing session 1? When am I doing session 2? When am I doing session 3? And maybe a bit of a break between session 3 and session 4 because you want to do some more extra learning. That's fine, okay? It's usually linked to 4 sessions, 4 sessions, and 4 sessions. The first 4 sessions is like pulling out finding out what your robot can do, what your robot going to program, kind of all the little bits and pieces. Session 5, 6, 7, and 8 is where you start creating the pieces and start putting them together, all right, slowly but surely. And 9, 10, 11, and 12 are then your strategy. You start preparing your presentation for your project. You start getting a strategy. You do timing. You make sure that your robot can do missions, okay? Where do you get the details for that? It's right here. There we go. So there's your checkpoints. They give you all the checkpoints. You need to put this onto a calendar for yourself, okay? And here they've got here a checkpoint 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's at the end of session 4, session 8, and then at your competition. And there are resources. Please go and make use of them. All right. All right. So session 1. What do you do in session 1? Well, there's the session 1 videos that you have to do this one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. There are some tasks you need to do. How do you get hold of it? You click on it. Okay. All right. So you go step by step. This is not just a random whatever, okay? And there's some extra questions, there's some extra notes, but you need to be prepared, okay? You cannot stand in front of the class and then open your book and say, what are we going to do today? It doesn't work like that. You have to be prepared. This you need to have done a long time ago. And I like the idea of having a team approach, so that you have multiple people in one class. Every team needs about 2 adults, all right? There's session 2. And so we go through the things. Everything is prompted. All right. Session. So there's all the information you need. There's a media document. There's a QR code for a media document. You can go through it. Right. Now, let's just say, for example, you know somebody who's a stage manager. Well, then invite them into the class and say, come and talk to my class about what is a stage manager. Or bundle all your kids into a school vehicle and go down to the local opera house or to the theater, or go and have a look. There's a drama team maybe in your town. Go and ask them, how do they do it? Can they put a production together? What do they do? Many kids have never been on a stage before. Never mind managing the stage. All right, session 4. You see it's coming session 5. There's the next checkpoint. Now you've done the first 4. Now what you've got to do. All right. And then they guide you. They guide you step by step. All right. Now, and it's coming up now, and I need to kind of pause on page 19. These are the rubrics. So when your teams come to a celebration event, there will be some judges. All right. And they will evaluate your team, on their core values, whether they work together as a team. It's no good having one person doing all the talking, one person doing all the programming, and one person doing all the building, and everybody else just stands around. That's not going to work. All right. So there's a thing for core values where the team works together. All right. Then there's one on robot design, and there's one on the project. All right. The project is actually a whole chunk of work on its own. All right. You need to put all the pieces together. You need to practice. You only get 5 minutes to present to the judges your amazing idea. Okay. So if a team decides they want to do a play on their hobby, and they will present it, I don't know, using singing and dancing. Well, that's cool. Then that's what they do. Then that is, you want to tell people. I mean, my hobby is stamp collecting. I can think of a lot of ways of telling people how to do stamp collecting. All right, session 5, session 6, it's all there. Okay, an important one here is that is the mat in a piece of paper. There's some at the end of the, get them to draw and say, how is the robot going to move straight and down and around and back like that? Okay, and then it'll keep going. And you've session 7, 8, obviously 9. There we go. Make lots of copies of this one, and then your learners can draw. This is where the robot's going to go this way and get 10 points, and then do this mission and get 20 points, and then that mission and get 50 points, and then come back to base. Then you've got robot mission done. Okay. All right. There's your solution planning. Please, this is many years of advice, and maybe you think you can wing it, but then the learners aren't going to have a first Lego League experience. They're going to come second rate. All right. So there's your tournament. How do you prepare? Having an event. What do you do? Understanding the judging. So in a judging session, and Elmary's here and Colleen is here. I'm not sure who else is judging, who has joined the sessions now. But there's a structure to it. It's not just a haphazard like, and no. It's structured, all right? You come in. You've got 5 minutes to tell us about your presentation. And then your judges will ask a question. Then you've got 5 minutes to explain your robot. Your team can't go to the robot and say, well, this is a robot, it's got wheels and thingies. No, actually not. It's got a power attachment, it's got a passive attachment. It's got 2 wheels and 2 balance wheels at the back. It's got 4 tires. No, it's got 2 tires in the front and no tires at the back, so it allows for easier movement. Its center of gravity is here, so it doesn't tip. The learner needs to be able to explain the robot design. Okay? 5 minutes explain, 5 minutes to questions. Now, in the past, we used to have a core values presentation. That's out. Now what the judges are doing, they're watching the teams. We watch them. We watch them when they come into judging. We watch them whilst they're being judged. We watch them at the pit areas, at the robot rounds. We watch them at the practice tables. And every competition has got undercover judges. And you think you're just answering a question to a random person, probably a judge. All right. How do they answer? Do they shove everybody out the way and say, I'll answer this? Or do they come together and say, we can explain as a team, we can explain our project? All right. And that is it. Ta-da! That is the most amazing document that you can use. All right. That is the masterpiece team meeting guide. The robot game rulebook. The robot game rulebook you have to read. And every member of your team also has to read. All right. You have to understand the rules. Okay. There is a video, a nice video, which everybody should watch. 100%. All right. Now it tells you how to set it up. All right. And here we go. So if that's your mat, that your mission 1 goes there, mission 2 goes there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, that's where you've got to put them down. Okay, if you notice, we've got 2 home bases and 2 launch areas. Your robot can move from one launch area to the other one, but you cannot pick it up. All right, every time you touch a robot, you get a penalty, which is not what you want. You want to keep all your penalty points intact. Okay. In all things, we always say, is the team developing? So they're not quite there. Accomplished, or do they exceed expectations? Your teams are evaluated at all times. Okay. Missions, what are you doing? All right. And a good idea is to have a team saying, well, these are the 3 missions we want to do, and this is the points we're going to get. But it's all explained. So mission 1 is the cinema. You have to push that it goes. There's a little red beam there. You've got to push it that it goes all the way. All right. If it's not, then you get 0. If it is a kind of half, I think this is totally, then you get 20 points. All right. Also, get your team not to say, Oh, it's the dragon one. No, it's not. It's the 3D cinema. And this is the theater scene change. You've got to turn it so that the scene changes. All right. And it's all explained. The immersive experience, the immersing viewers, so they are surrounded by art, allows them to experience and appreciate new ways. Trigger the immersive experience for the viewer in the model. So it's down when it starts, not quite. It's got to be totally up. All right. All right. Masterpiece. Okay, you've got a little pedestal. You've got to build it, and then you've got to push it. Make something arty. Create an amazing art piece worthy to be displayed in a museum. You can build it in bag number 4. Build your team's art piece and bring it to the match. You can build anything. All right. You've just got to bring it to the table. All right. Augmented reality. There we go. And I'm thinking I did do a whole lot of presentations on this in August last year. I need to find those recordings. All right. Here again, you have to read the rules. What does it say? It transforms a piece of art into an experience. Rotate the statue to reveal an augmented reality experience. That's what you've got to do. Not you, not the children, the robot. All right. So every single mission is explained here. And I think maybe we will have a session at the beginning of every Friday session at 4 o'clock. And if there are any questions, I'll ask Sylvia to come into Sylvia's our expert referee. We'll ask her to answer any questions if you have any questions. All right. You cannot, let me just quickly state this. You cannot do all the missions. So what a good idea would be is to get your team to stand around the table with all the mission pieces in place and say your team of 8, you 3, what would you like to do? What would you like to do? And what would you like to do? And then they will program the robot to do a specific task, a mission. Okay. Yeah, it's got to get there and it's got to get back. All right. The light show is quite difficult. I'm not going to argue that one. And then you've got all the little people that you've got to deliver. All right. All robot game wording means precisely and only what it says. If a detail is not mentioned, by the way, then it does not matter. If a situation arises that makes the referee's decision unclear or hard to call, you always get the benefit of the doubt. Okay? And there's a QR code again. And that is so I would definitely, you must have at least one copy of the rule book. You as a coach need to have the Masterpiece team meeting guide, and your team needs to have an engineering notebook. They need to have at least one engineering notebook so they can make notes, so they can follow the progress from session 1 to session 12. If you want to add pages, it's also good to add it to a file so that you've got lots of extra things. If you want information about multimedia, there's a multimedia. If your kids want to do green screen TV and they want to find out more of that, they've got to find it. So this is not just the robot. This is not just getting a robot to score optimal points. This is about getting a robot, to do missions, but also to learn some vocabulary about the Masterpiece season. Okay. Time and time again, we get learners who come to these judging sessions, and all they tell us is something that they have wrote off the Wikipedia. It doesn't fly because the learners have learned nothing. They've learned nothing. Rather, let them come with something they've learned. Push them a bit out their boundaries. It's not about what do you know, it's what about have you discovered? What have you learned in the process? What vocabulary have you learned? What do you understand? Okay. There's a whole lot of mission videos. The judging sessions, I've explained that to you a little bit. And there are a whole lot of other things that is all there. All right. Connect. So a really good experience would be to go and watch some Masterpiece videos. Okay, here's just the scene. I think there's a Dr. Hino, Mr. Hino video on Masterpiece where he shows you can just build a basic robot and you can get most of the missions done. However, sometimes for first-time teams, that is a bit wow. Okay, and we wanted to keep it realistic. Then rather build a little robot that gets guaranteed points, okay? Go out, do one mission, come back. Go out, do one mission, come back. Okay. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to say, are there any questions? Do I need to go over anything, or is it too fast? Let me just have a look here quickly. Okay, all right, let's have Masizani. Hello, Masizani.
Hello, doctor.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
So far so good. Yes.
I'm happy to be part of this session. I am Terence Kajwayo.
Hello, Terence.
And yes, we just recently signed the MOU.
Yes.
And I invited the committee members. I don't know, we in the wrong session or what, because they know nothing about even the missions and whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. Yes, you said, I heard when you said even the new grant holders, they are more than welcome.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I want to know the way forward as of now, because we just recently, and we were really excited. We're chatting while we listen to you via WhatsApp. Hey, but for some colleagues, they are here. You can see their names. You don't know them. We have Buitumelo, who's here.
No,
We have also Buitumelo Madonsela.
Okay. Okay, so this session is for all grant holders throughout the country, throughout South Africa.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yes.
Yeah. We have about 200 new grant holders this year. Okay.
So we are in the right platform, Doctor?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You are very welcome. Welcome to the community. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. All right. Okay. You're very welcome. We're going to figure this out together, but you need to ask the question so that we can understand where you are. Tupelo. Hello, Tupelo.
How are you, Doctor?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, I'm with my colleague Lucy Make. We are from the same school. I recruited her. So we are in this session together. So we just want to understand about this, the replacement. Oh, it's for the replacement cost. So if something get damaged or get missing, we will pay for these things. Or maybe, I just want to understand, do we join the challenges with money, or this money we see here is for the replacement of equipment?
Yes. So everything we send to you, you need to return to us, and that's part of the 3-year plan that you have. Okay?
Okay.
You need to have a 3-year plan in your school of how you're going to roll out robotics. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So we're kickstarting robotics in a whole number of schools, and what you receive once you've completed or you've kickstarted and you're self-sufficient and you've got your own robotics kits, then you will return it so that we can allocate it to another school and kickstart robotics in another school. We need to grow the program, and it's all about sustainability. If you're going to return me a kit that only has one wheel, that's not going to help the next school, and that's not fair. Okay.
Understood, ma'am.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, so when can we send the MIU?
Right now. Right now.
Okay, yeah, so we will I will meet with the team, then we will sign it and fill it in, then we'll send it to you.
Look forward to that. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing the whole team. Awesome. All right. That's Tupelo. Ebony. Hello, Ebony.
Hi, Dr. Khuz. How are you?
How are you doing? Good.
I'm good. I'm also from Masizani.
Okay.
I just want clarity on the competition.
Yes.
So during the competition, when learners programming the robot, are they allowed to program the robot into doing all the missions at once, or they're allowed to program the robot into doing one mission at a time?
No. So what? So there's it's a good question, Ebony. There's kind of a continuum. All right. So
Yes.
with new teams, they are less focused on strategy and more focused on per mission. So the
Okay.
robot must go from base, do one mission, and then come back, and then do
Oh.
another mission and come back. But the program needs to be written in the next 8 weeks before the competition, because at the competition, no laptops at the table and no download cables. All right,
Okay.
everything must be on the brain.
Okay.
Okay, what you will see if you go and watch some YouTube videos on Masterpiece, these are teams that have been competing for many years. All right, so their robots do multiple missions in a run. So it goes from base, it does mission 1, mission 4, mission 8, and then comes back. Okay. That is how we're going to develop these learners.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Ebony, for that question. Very good question. All right. Who do we have here now? Okay, Tyron. Hi, Tyron. Welcome.
Hi, Prof. Sorry, I just wanted to add something we learned last year was when we built the mission models and put the D-lock on, how incredibly important it is to make sure that the learners place it exactly on the right spot. So
very good.
If you practice if the table is slightly off by half a centimeter and the table we're going for competition is not off, then your robot just seems to be acting up. And how important it is for someone in the team to take responsibility to say, okay, this is your job. When we practice, you make sure everything's in the right spot. When we go to competition, before it starts, make sure everything's in the right spot. And if it's not, tell the referee, I think this piece is not placed correctly. Can you please change it?
Correct. Absolutely, Tyron. And I hear this voice of experience, and maybe for the new people in this meeting, Tyron, I think Tyron, this is your 2nd or your 3rd season already. So Tyron has got some lessons learned. Well done for mentioning that. Absolutely. And you cannot go to a competition and say, that's not how we built our mission models. The mission models need to be built according to the building instructions. If your team built it incorrectly and practices incorrectly, all right. It's tough lessons learned. And maybe, Tyron, I can also just add on that one. When there's a competition and there's a referee, your learners can speak to the referee. You as coach cannot speak to the referee, all right? And neither can the parents, all right? So the team members need to know what the rules are in that game rule book. They need to know exactly what you can do with a robot. They need to know exactly where the missions may go, and they need to know exactly what the points are. It's a tough lesson. It's a very tough lesson, but we want independent thinkers. We want learners that know what they're doing. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Tyron, for that. That was spot on. Yes, absolutely. All right. So next is Bronwyn. Hello, Bronwyn. How are you doing?
Hello. Well, and you?
I'm good. Yes.
With so many new challenge sites around, would it be possible for us to get a list of the schools or the organizations which have the challenge set, and if they're doing Masterpiece or Superpower, so that if we have an event, we know who to invite?
I think, Bronwyn, that is a really good idea. Mariska and I, well, the team is meeting tomorrow, and we'll definitely put that in. Maybe having a website per province. I don't know. Will that help?
Yeah, anything, just so that, like, I know we having an event with our schools, organized one with Westring and Parsons Hill, but if there's another school in Port Elizabeth who we could invite, like we'd invite them, but we just do not know who the other grant holders are.
Okay, so Brett is in East London. Can you extend your invitation outside of Port Elizabeth?
Yeah, if he wants to come, he's welcome. So yeah, it's more just so that we can network more within our area to get people to come and come check can just help me double check this in person.
We'll love that. Yes, and that's exactly what we're getting, these hubs of excellence. Stunning. Bronwyn, well done. And I'm excited. Okay. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Bronwyn, you did Masterpiece last year, hey, at the regionals.
No, I didn't do Masterpiece this year. So what I'm doing, I've got 2 teams doing Superpower and 4 teams doing Masterpiece.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah, really. Wonderful idea. And I think the important thing there is there are so many not used. No, that's not the right. So previous season challenge sets out there. If you want to have a different challenge season, if you want to just have a friendly in your school, let us know. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yes. No, thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Eastern Cape is on a move. It's like, whew, excellent. Thank you so much. All right, that's Bronwyn. And then we've got Nao. Hello, Nao. Oh, we've got lots of Naos. Oh, my goodness, how to confuse me.
Hello, Patricia.
Hello, Nao Komani. Hello, Nao Komani. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from also from Eastern Cape, from Unisa Special School.
From where? West, northwest?
No, Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape. Hello, Nao from the Eastern Cape. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Can't complain. Yes, I'm listening.
But you probably mentioned this before I got in. Unfortunately, I got in late due to network failures. I just wanted to check, are the missions going to be sent to the schools, or we're going to get the missions on the day of the competition?
No. The mission box, the mat and the box should be at the school, and you have 8 weeks to prepare. All right. So when the learners come to a competition, or in this case, it's going to be a celebration event at the school, then on the morning of the competition, everything needs to be sorted. Everything needs to be done. That's why you've got these 12 sessions that you go through with your learners.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Nao, are you a new grant holder for this year?
I actually started last year. We actually started last year. It's not our first year.
You started last year. All right. So have you got superpowered?
Yes, we have superpowered and also challenge.
The superpowered challenge set. So your mat looks a bit different to the masterpiece mat.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then if you want in this term now, if you already got superpowered, you can run another round of superpowered, maybe with other learners.
Oh, no problem. I can do that.
You can do that. That is part of the T's and C's document that you get with your MOU that you signed. Okay.
All right.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Nao. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Now we've got Zelia. Hi, Zelia.
Hi. So I just want to ask the mission pieces that's on the table. I know there's kind of baie dom klink, maar in elk geval dit lyk soos velcro, maar it's nie velcro nie. It's like brown. How do you?
It's called dual lock.
Yes. So how do I put the pieces on the table?
I'm going to tell you now. So you look. First of all, you build all your mission models, okay, and you look where they have to go. I actually, I'm going to try it now. Oh no, I don't have a camera. Okay. Okay, so if you look on your mat, you'll see little crosses.
Yes.
Okay. So what you do is on that cross, you stick one of these pieces, you stick with a sticky end, you stick it down, all right? And then you take another piece and you put it on top of it, okay? But as time, you've got to do this. This is not for children to do. This is what the teachers do. Okay, so you've got one perfect square that's sticky on both sides.
Okay.
Okay, now that piece you stick down on the cross. If there's a cross, okay?
Yes.
Okay, and you stick 1, 2, 3. If there's 4 crosses, all right. And then you take your mission model, and you see exactly how it should be placed, and you press it down. It makes a funny sound, but it allows you to be able to pick it up. All right, and then one set of the Velcro is on this side, or the dual lock, and the other set of this. So you've got 2 sticky sides here. The one sticky is stuck on the mission piece, and the other sticky is sticking on your mat.
Okay.
so that on your, so if you, at the end of every session, you take all your mission pieces off and you put them in a container, and then you roll up your mat.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that.
I feel like I need to have a, wait, I'm going to try something. I think I need to get a camera. I'll get a camera and I'll show you quickly. Yeah. Oh, you know what I can do? Okay. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm going to go onto my phone just now, as soon as my phone is charged. Okay, and I'll show you. All right. I'm coming back to that one, Zelia. All right. Okay, and the next one is Neo. Neo Mojano. Neo, where are you calling from? Mojano. Neo? Western, northwest. Neo Mojano. Okay, whilst Neo unmutes. Mariska, you want to add?
I just want to say, I think I just need to confirm with Sylvia, but she had a little video of how to stick down the dew lock.
Awesome. Awesome.
But
Can we
I'm
share
still
that?
trying to get hold of her.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will just put it on the coaches group.
Okay. Awesome. On the coaches group and on the grant holders coaches group. That'll be
Okay.
perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mariska. Oh, actually, in my back of my mind, I do remember something like that. Thank you. Okay, Mariska to the rescue. Thank you. All right, Neo Mojano. Hi.
Doc.
Neo. Hi. Yes, there we go.
You filled everything. Then you said I must wait for the interview and the MOU. I didn't receive anything and any communication. Then you said Friday before the long weekend. Then you postponed to the following week. Then I don't know if I'm in the right group or what.
Okay, Neo. Neo, did you
Yes.
get an invite to a interview?
Yes, but it did not.
Did you attend the interview?
You said you had another meeting on that day.
Oh, no. There was interview sessions for all challenge grant holders. Okay.
I applied. It's new. It's the first.
Yes, that's fine. We've done 2 rounds already. We'll do another round. As soon as there's a next round, you'll be included in that one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Naya, where are you calling from?
Northwest.
Northwest. Okay. Okay. Let me make a note of that one. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Naya. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, Mariska, are you still got your hand up?
Sorry, I forgot to take it down.
Okay, no, I thought you had more information to share. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's Naya from Northwest. Solomon. Hello, Solomon. From Tshwane.
Hello, Dr. Host. How are you?
I'm good, and you? Yes.
I'm good. Oh, just passing my greetings.
Oh, okay.
And I also have a new coach on board.
Excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
yes. I'm sure that she's part of the meeting now. Yes,
All
yes.
right. We are watching Tshwane to come to the competition, eh?
Yes, most definitely.
Are you doing superpowered this term, or are you going to do masterpiece this term?
We were planning on doing masterpiece and visual gear. So still discussing it with the new coach to see how we can work it out.
Okay, don't wait too long, because the term is 1 week is down already, ne?
Yes, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, thanks, Solomon. Thank you so much. All right, Hudson. Hello, Hudson. Hudson.
Hi, Doc. How are you?
Quincelia. Hello, Quincelia. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you ready?
Yeah, I just wanted to check for those of us who attended the interview on the 26th, if the MOUs have been sent, because I haven't received anything as yet. Should I still be expectant?
Yeah. We had lots of applications, so we're still busy. I will just confirm. It should go out by early next week. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You've not received anything?
No, I haven't received anything yet.
Okay, All right, I'll just put you on the list and I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. All right. Any other questions? Are we all okay? We're going to follow the 12. I think the first thing that you need to do maybe this weekend is take the team meeting guide and link it to the calendar and say, what are your milestones? What are you going to receive or achieve by then? And just also know that in this group, we have got judges. So Colleen and Debbie judge projects. Almarie is core values, but she's judged everything else. I can do technical. So we have a whole lot of people in the session here that come with judging experience. So if your team has a project and they want to, yeah, we can give them some feedback. Make a little video, send it to us, and we'll give you some feedback. All right. If you have a robot round, you only have 150 seconds. So somebody's got to time that robot. In 150 seconds, how many points does your robot score? Okay. I see there's another hand from Vusi. Hello, Vusi. Hi, Vusi. You want to unmute?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you very much, ma'am. I was with you in the other group and I was making a follow-up on the kids and also
Yes, so you are from Belfast.
Yes.
Okay. We will finalize that tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
You will get some correspondence by next week, Tuesday. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very,
And then
very
I
welcome.
wanted to find out also about because I've registered on the MOOC. I don't know where to touch or how to get started, or do I need to wait for the robots before I can start?
I will. No, Vusi, I'll send you a diagram exactly how we're going to go about it. But you'll also get a T's and C's document, which kind of show you what you have to do each term. All right.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Vusi. Thank you. All right. Any other questions? Anybody got any other questions? All right. So really, we've got an exciting. Yes. Yes. Yes,
I must indicate that I did not have the link to this meeting. I had to call your office number for somebody to send me this.
Yes. As soon as your MOU is signed, you'll automatically get added to this grant holder meeting. But now you have the link. It's every Friday, same time. We've been doing the same thing since 2020. Since in the middle of COVID, we did this. We started this. And the point was that we could share ideas with everybody. Now, you are in Belfast, and so we have quite a few new sites in Mpumalanga. And Sarai is really keen to meet you. I think he has already reached out to you.
Not yet.
Not yet. Then I will tell him to do so. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Excellent. All right. And Kunsala, yes? You got your hand up again? Kunsala, you want to unmute yourself? No. Okay. And Nayo. Hello, Nayo. Yes.
Is there anyone in Rustenburg who has the kit who I can go and see what's going on and all that and learn more?
Okay, Nayo, I'll make a thing here. I don't know offhand, but I definitely think there's somebody in the area. I know yes, there actually is.
Waterkloof Hills, Patricia.
Yes, thank you, Linda. There's my voice coming in. Waterkloof Hills.
Patricia, there's also another school. I will get the name soon, but they participated last year at the regionals.
Perfectly. All right, Nayo, you're in good company. You've got a whole team in Rustenburg. Okay.
Where again?
Waterkloof Hills. Waterkloof Hills. It's in Rustenburg.
Okay, thank you.
All right, excellent. And the teacher there is John Andrew.
John Andrew, thank you.
Good, eh? Excellent. So watch Northwest, here we come. Exciting. All right. Hudson, you've got your hand up again?
Yes, Doc. I'm sorry I couldn't unmute the other time. So I wanted to check. I heard you mention groups, coaches groups. I'm not sure if there's a WhatsApp groups and how we get added to them.
Now I'm just thinking, Quincilla, where are you from? From Limpopo?
Yes.
There are quite a few in Limpopo. Mariska will add you to the Limpopo group. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Where exactly in Limpopo?
In Tzaneen, in Congo.
Yes, there's a lot happening there.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Okay. Okay. Mariska, correct. Mariska, you have your hand up again? No. Did we lose Mariska now? All right, Stapello, yes.
Doctor, I want to understand the communication channels that we are going to have, because I'm only receiving emails. Maybe do we have WhatsApp groups for every circuit? Like I'm in Limpopo, Waterberg district.
Yeah.
So I just want to understand, so that if we are this side of Limpopo, we can help each other to channel this program.
I know. All right. So what we have is we have two WhatsApp groups, one for coaches nationally and one for specifically for the grant holders. There's a lot of information that goes to the grant holders. All right. And then what Mariska is busy creating is one per province. All right. And that is for all the coaches, so that you can all talk to each other and find out where you are. Okay.
Okay.
And we will. All right.
Yeah, another thing, ma'am. On the last meeting on the 26th, I remember you said you have trainings.
Yes.
So we must be added to those trainings so that we can attend them. They will help us a lot.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that should also go out with your MOU. I'll send you all that training. But we have iSet Robotics has live online learning in the afternoons, and I will make sure that you add it to the mailing list. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, I must just make a note of that. Mailing list. All right. All right. Ria. Hello, Ria.
Hi again. The question that I've got that I almost know, it's if we've got if the school's coaches grow, can they be added to the WhatsApp group and the mailing lists and so on? Okay. And to who do I speak regarding that?
You can send me an email. Send me an email requesting you want to be added to the mailing list, and you also want to be added to the WhatsApp group. That's perfect.
Okay. And then also, if there's new coaches that also at the school, then I can do that as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, excellent. And Ria, that's a very important point. When we started this group on a Friday at 4 o'clock, it was really to support all the new coaches, because it was really weird times during COVID. And so it was a discussion of how we are doing it. And so the people on the ground are the coaches. The people working with the children are the coaches.
Yes.
And even if you have one Friday where you don't say anything, but if you just listen and like here, while they're doing in the Western Cape, that's how they're doing it. And in rural KZN,
you get a lot of, yes, you get a lot of information. And now the thing is, I'm now at the meeting, but there's two other coaches that I think must also be here, because I'm now giving them secondhand information, so they can get the right information and maybe hear something else that I missed. So that's why I'm asking, because I think we grow in numbers, so that the more the merrier.
Exactly. I would actually like to send out like tea vouchers or coffee vouchers for this meeting. That was one of the things we thought. Maybe everybody who comes to the meeting gets a coffee voucher. But at the moment, everybody, you've got to bring your own coffee. All right. But yes, it's about that, about sharing ideas. And if something is not working, sharing your ideas as well. So for this term, we are really trying to support everybody. For the new coaches in their masterpiece, and we're hoping that the existing coaches can also kind of encourage them. Like Bronwyn is organizing a little local competition just to give the kids a chance to compete without competing in a big competition. It's all about building up children. It's got to be constructed at all times. it has to be a constructive learning experience for all learners. All right. And just on that note, I know there are a lot of Elson schools also embarking on this incredible journey. Please, you know your children, you know what their capabilities are, and you know how you can do it. But we also need you to tell us. Please do not wait till the end of the year and say, yeah, or we didn't feel like doing it. One of our most shocking horror things is when equipment that has been distributed to schools lies in somebody's office for a whole year. That's not okay. It's just not okay. Not in this country. Well, not in any country, actually, but specifically not in this country. We have too many children missing out on learning, and we cannot do it anymore. Tyron, yes, Tyron.
Hi, Prof. Sorry. Just regards with Elson, I've been in contact with some American teams,
Yeah?
and they are also they have schools. They call it diversified learning, something along those lines. So what they spoke about is that when they go to competitions, is that we inform the referees, and the referees will put stickers on the rubrics so the coaches know. So when we were at regionals, it wasn't an issue, but at nationals, because it was so big, there were some of the coaches or the referees that didn't know. So that might be something that we could think of to help Elson schools.
Yeah, that Tyron, that was raised in the feedback after our nationals as well. And just FYI, your team did incredibly well, really.
Okay, thank you, Prof. They're still talking about it every time.
You can be so proud of them. So proud of them.
Okay, yeah. They're so excited. They say like when we're starting again, when's the next competition, and I don't know, they're very excited. Thank you, Prof.
Awesome. Thank you, Tyron, for all the work you do as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, exciting stuff. And teams come to nationals. Teams qualify for nationals. Huge, mind-blowing. Zelia, hi Zelia.
Hi, yes. So on the Elson topic, we are one of the Elson schools. And we're doing very great. I think we definitely will have a team for regionals. My only, I'm just at like what you spoke about now, like the coaches walk around and they go to the table. So we will make sure that there is someone who will be able to communicate at the table, but like not everyone is going to speak because some of our learners can't speak.
Fine.
So will that be a problem if we have like a designated speaker almost? Because they do communicate, but they all know, like even while we're doing the sessions, we see the learners who communicate and they just help the others to communicate and what to say and everything. So it's great team building and everything that's happening because they know how they communicate between each other. But in the team, there will be one or two learners that will be talking the whole time because they know it's one of the strong points and they will. So would that be a problem or like how? I like the thing that Tyron said about the stickers. That makes me happy because I was worried about that. But yeah.
No, so I see Almary's raised her hand. Almary comes or is on the team with gazillion years experience of judging and not refereeing, you're judging. Almary.
Zelia, if the judges just know up front, your team have a special need and this is the need, meaning it might be kids who cannot talk, it might be kids who are scared of people, kids who are scared of noises. As long as the judges know up front what to expect and how to handle them, they are handled exactly like the rest of the teams. They are judged exactly like the other teams. The only difference is there's a proviso made for only one or two will speak. The rest will contribute in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah. I think the whole thing that we want is to ensure that every learner has an amazing learning experience. And kind of, I also want to just add onto that. Please don't send your teams to a competition without a project. Okay, let them investigate a project that they can identify with. All right. So, especially with Masterpiece. there was a team that did crocheting, all right, and they wanted to tell them how to crochet. And so they made a whole lot of lessons that said, how do you teach people how to crochet? But they arrived at the competition with all these crochet things that they had on. There was another team, it was in, I think it was a Northern Cape team. So they like making things out of recycled bottle tops. So what do? They bring a whole lot of things and say their medium is they're going to make instructional booklets on how to make it. All right. Whether you use a stage production or whether you use a picture or whatever you use, you can share that knowledge. I'm really asking you to go and look at the team meeting guide. Look at those resources. Please don't let them do something that's of zero interest to them, where they just have to dictate something and something that you wrote. The teams need to take ownership of what they're doing. All right. So one team also, they like going for walks, so they had GoPros on their head, and then they could share their GoPro walking, or they're walking with their GoPros. They could share it with kids that were maybe lying in hospital. All right, how to take kids from hospital and go on mountain hikes. How can you take kids in wheelchairs and with a GoPro and share them there? How do you share whitewater river rafting with old people in an old age home? It's no use just saying it. Then you've got to go down the river with your GoPro, show the video, show it to the old people, and let them say that was really cool, or no thank you. Or there needs to be evaluation. So when you look through the team meeting guide, you'll see you've got to have an idea. You've got to do it. All right. Please do not let the kids come to a competition with a poster that says this is our idea. Yeah, and all right. You've got to have gone through the process. You've got to do something. You've got to show it to somebody. Show it to the old people. Show it if you're going to do for the old people. Show it to the teachers. If you think the teachers should, your learners think that the teachers should do the following, explaining a hobby, it has got to be real. Okay. And under no second guessing of whether it works or doesn't work. All right, they have to evaluate it. And you can do Google Forms to evaluate it. You can do nice little bar graphs. You can explain why your idea worked or why your idea did not work. But it's a really cool way to get learners to take ownership of a project that they think is important, not that you think is important, not that their parents think is important. All right. I think we have come to the end. We are on 5 o'clock. I'm sorry I took a little bit longer. Any other last questions before I close the session? Anybody? Anybody? No? All right. Download the team meeting guide. Download your engineering notebook. Download the game rule book, and maybe spend the weekend watching a couple of YouTube videos, and you get some inspiration for that. And the Mr. Hino video is a really good place to start. Small video, basic movements. All right. And on that amazing note, I know you, Anita, you wanted to speak to me afterwards. You're welcome to wait. Hang on a minute. And we will see each other again there next week. And Linda will explain the Explore program. Thank you, everybody. Bye.